What's going on, guys? Decoration Dude here. Today I have a review of this 2007 life-size Dr. Shivers by Gemmy. This is the 2007 model. It was also produced in 2006, and both of those years it was sold at Kroger. And then they ended up bringing him back in 2011, and he was sold at Garden Ridge, which is now known as At Home. And this is a really notorious Gemmy character. Some may even say he's like the face of Gemmy. He's just really popular amongst collectors and not even, just Halloween enthusiasts. And honestly, he looks really good. He turned out really, really well. I want to give a huge thanks to Zach for actually sending me this guy. I got him off eBay. Zach sent him to me while I was in school. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna grab that immediately. And I did end up getting it. He was like 120 bucks plus like another 100 shipping. Originally the seller was like, I'm not gonna ship him, but luckily he was willing to ship to me. And these things, people try to get like a crap ton of money for these things. Like I think on eBay right now there's one for like 2K or something, brand new in the box. Even though it's brand new in the box, it's worth nothing, near that. Do not pay like, outrageous eBay prices for these guys. They do pop up, and they do pop up for reasonable prices. I was willing to take the risk on this guy because the seller originally said he wasn't working at all. And I could just tell by, his condition that he was, taken really good care of. He's in like perfect condition cosmetically, and I'm like, okay, I'll take the risk. So I did, and it ended up being a good risk because he wasn't completely fried. He did have a board issue, and it was the sound, which is unfortunate. I was hoping it would just be like something simple, maybe a bad adapter, and the adapter did end up being bad. The adapter was, I tested it with my multimeter, and it was putting out like 12 volts, and that's what caused the sound to go out. So if you have these older Gemmy characters with the older adapters, I should have brought it over here, like the big cube adapters. Be very cautious. I don't recommend using them at all. I actually, you should test them no matter what. Even if they test showing, the right voltage, I still don't recommend using them because at any, given point in time, they could start giving out a higher voltage, and there goes your prop. Like what happened to this one. They do sell adapters on Amazon that I trust a lot more, and I'm starting to switch all my adapters to the Amazon one. But yeah, if you have some of these older Gemmy characters, I highly do not recommend using those original adapters with them anymore. Now, getting into this guy himself, like I said, he had a board issue with the sound, and it ended up being an amp that was out on the board. Now, I want to also give a huge thanks to CJ Webler for fixing that for me. I removed the board from him and sent the board to CJ Webler, and he got that fixed up for me. Now, he does fully work. I haven't done any other repairs on him. Mechanically, he's perfect, which is pretty crazy. And I'm pretty happy about that because I didn't have to tear up the mask or anything. But he's fully working now. The only thing that's not working on him is like the microphone option and the aux option on his bass right here. For whatever reason, I can't get those to work, so I'm assuming there must be a couple components that are still out on the board that tie into those, but it's not the biggest deal to me as long as he's, fully working on his own without any. I don't really need the microphone option, and I don't need the external speaker option, so I'm not too concerned about it. His speaker is good enough on his own. It's pretty good. And yeah, after that amp got replaced on the board, he is now fully working. When I first got him, he did have like it was almost like a gravel dust all over him, so I had to kind of wipe him down. And you can still kind of see it on his glove. It's very weird. It's like sticky dust. So even if I try to wipe it off, it kind of like sticks to him. The worst is on his goggles still. Right there. It's like sticky, and I don't know what it is. But this guy was like stored in a warehouse for whatever reason, from what I could tell in the eBay pictures, and I think it was like a gravel parking lot in front of it. And I guess just over the years of the big garage door being open and trucks or cars moving and gravel dust blowing in, the gravel just kind of built up on him. But he looks good now, and I will go ahead and activate him.
I need a volunteer for a little experiment. Side effects may include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and a slight loss of vital organs.
Another thing I wanted to mention is, even though like it's crazy that he's in like this good of condition, he did not have the original box. And the reason I say that's crazy is because he literally has everything else, including the instruction manual, but no box. Here's everything else that he had. You know, he had the locking pins, the microphone, the original aux cord, and whatever those two black things are. He had the goggles, the beaker, everything. But no original box, which is very interesting. And he also did have the original adapter, which I tossed because it was giving out too much voltage. So I just thought it was kind of weird that all of this stuff has stuck with him over the years, but there was no original box to contain it all. When I got this guy, and I think in the eBay pictures as well, everything was kind of stuffed in his beaker, which makes sense why it's all there, but still, even without the box, it still greatly reduces the chances of, you know, this stuff all being there and the beaker still being there and all that. So it's kind of surprising that everything is still here. I'm really glad it's all still here, but it is unfortunate that he doesn't have the original box, because that's definitely a box that I would like to have. But I'm gonna go ahead and activate him again.
Quick! I need a victim. No, I need a guinea pig. No, I mean a patient. No, just somebody lie down and close your eyes.
So yeah, he works really good.
I know. Let's play a game. I call it Fun with Electricity. Ever since the incident, I've not been quite the same, except for my shocking personality. I say, anyone have any batteries? I'm feeling a bit drained.
Now, it is kind of unfortunate that the beaker only lights up from one of his phrases, but I mean, I'm not really going to complain about it because overall this prop is just amazing, and Gemmy did a really good job. And it's really unfortunate how, you know, what Gemmy has become in today's world. It's just, the quality is not even comparable. What they produce today is, you can't compare it to what they used to produce, and it's a shame. It really is, but yeah.
Visitor, please make yourself comfortable. You're going to be here for a while.
So yeah, there he is, the Gemmy life-size Dr. Shivers, the 2007 model. And I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's a really cool prop, and I do recommend him for any Gemmy collector. I mean, this is kind of like a staple piece for Gemmy collectors. Like I said, he's very notorious, very popular Gemmy item. And like I said, Gemmy kind of knew that as well, because they made a whole line of Dr. Shivers products, or lab products. There was like a beating heart, or there's test tubes and stuff you can get. But yeah, that is the Gemmy life-size Dr. Shivers, and I do not have anything else to say about him, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and thanks for watching.